Oh, hi. We usually talk about our research for 20 unit and larger properties. Today we're going to talk about our smaller property research, single family rentals, multiplexes, and 5 to 19 unit apartment buildings. There's a lot more of them out there. In fact, this spring we surveyed 2,100 properties in our 20 unit and larger survey, and we just finished surveying 5,100 properties in our smaller property survey. So here are some of the results for the King County market area overall. And in a future video, we'll talk about trends in Snohomish County and in various submarkets. We'll start by looking at vacancy rates in King County for these smaller properties. So this is mixing them all together. Vacancy rates are very low in studio, 1, 2, and even 3-bedroom units. Matter of fact, everything up until 3-bedroom units have lower vacancy rates than we found in our 20 unit and larger survey. The vacancy rates in the 4 and 5-bedroom units are higher. We don't really survey those in our 20 unit and larger survey because there really aren't many units in that with those number of bedrooms. We find these mostly in single family rentals. When you look at the rent trends, obviously the more bedrooms, the higher the total rent numbers. Ranges from studios at under $800 a month to 5-bedroom units at over $2,600 a month rent. Now, more than the current rent, it's important to look at that rent trend over time. And so if you look at the trend over the past year, rents went up the most in studio apartments and went up the least in 5-bedroom units, which are typically going to be single-family homes. These rent increases are pretty significant, especially in the studios, 1 and 2-bedroom units, even the 3-bedroom units. But it drops off in the 4 and 5-bedroom units over the past year. The trend for the long term, though, paints a little bit of a different picture. Over the last 15 years, you can see that basically all the different bedroom types move up and down more or less in sync. However, you can see that after 2010, the 4 and 5-bedroom units had kind of a downward adjustment for a while. They lost a little ground compared to the other unit types. So again, that's really reflecting more of a trend in the single family market versus the smaller multiplex and apartment market. The other way to look at the long-term rent trends is to what we call index those rents. Just start them all at a starting point of, call it 100, and look at the annual change each year. And now you can really see how some of these bedroom type performances differentiate. The best performer over the last 15 years was actually the 5-bedroom units, followed by studios. And everything else sort of was performing pretty much the same. From 1 bedrooms through 4 bedrooms, they did about the same level of growth over that period of time. But here you can clearly see that the 5-bedroom units did suffer a setback after 2010, 2011, over the last couple of years. Again, that's a single family phenomena. So when you look at the overall rent growth in the different unit types, you can see that 5-bedroom units went up almost 70%. In rent over the last 15 years, followed by studio units at almost 65%. And the other unit types were in, call it the 55% range. So all of them had significant rent growth, but clearly the 5 bedrooms outperformed the rest of the group. There are more results from our spring survey. We talk about rent incentives, rent expectations going forward, parking costs, utilities, and other things. You'll find those on our website in the article called Small Property Performance. I hope that you enjoyed this week's video and you'll come back next week for another weekly apartment update.